Welcome. Okay. Shh. I want to hear silence in the crowd. Shh. All right. We are still in the month of February, so you should know that what history month is it? Thank you. Okay. So we got a presentation related to that. You are going to show our presenters that you're an amazing audience, and you're going to show us how great you are. Otherwise, you can leave and you can go do something else. So enjoy the assembly. It's going to be really good. All right. Show the proper respect. If I see phones, I'm taking them on site, so I'm letting you know. All right? So I don't want to see any phones. And enjoy the presentation. All right, we got some of your own students that are going to speak to you right now. So give it up for your own students from Hale, on Hale School. We got Temnet, we got Jacqueline, and we got Dooney. Here we go.
Hi guys, I'm Dooney.
I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Temnet. And we're going to be your co-hosts for this event.
Now to introduce the real host.
From the right, we have someone that's skilled in many areas. He's a psychologist. He has PhDs in many areas, lots of school guys. He still manages to be a father of two. I know him as my dad, but you guys know him as Dr. Coco.
Thank you so much for coming. From the left, we have,
she's kind, she's gentle, she's an accountant, yet and she still managed to be the treasurer of this organization. We have Mrs. Yetunde Omilana. Thank you guys so much for being here, and we're excited to have some fun. Also guys, please pay attention because there's going to be a lot of prizes distributed at the end.
Thank you. Hey, go Huskies. How you guys doing? Good morning. My name is Yeti Omilana, and this is my first time in this school. And I am so impressed, not just with your leadership crew here, but just the way that I have been treated already just coming into this school. It is amazing. So give yourself a round of applause. You guys are in good hands. So I am with NAPAC Foundation, which is pronounced NAPAC. It stands for Nigerian Americans Public Affairs Committee Foundation. And I am Nigerian American. That means that I have a Nigerian background, but also I'm an American. That's what it means. So it's dual citizenship that I am. I'm sure there are a lot of Nigerian Americans here, I'm sure. How many of you are Nigerian Americans? Apart from Dooney? Hey, so good. Anyway, so I am the treasurer of the foundation. Actually, in short, I'm the money woman. Everybody knows me that I control the money of the organization. So if you want to be a treasurer in the future, an accountant in the future, just know that you're going to be sitting on a lot of money, okay? And then also the foundation was established in 2013. I just joined the foundation about 5 years ago. Now I'm the acting vice chair, and I'm also the champion for the Education Training Leadership Development Program. And that is the program that we is in collaboration with your school today. That's why we're able to do this presentation for Black History Month. So just a little bit about us. Our mission is to engage, educate, and empower. 3 E's, so don't forget that. Engage, educate, and empower. That is our mission, to empower Nigerian Americans, minorities, and people of all color in education, health and wellness, community engagement, social responsibility and justice program, and economic empowerment. Now, how do we do this? We have goals. Our goals is impact, impact, impact. To increase the impact of our programs, and also to expand our impact globally. And we do that by affecting many communities, just like yours, young, old, Black, Latina, white. We just want to expand the communities that we impact. Now, the strategies, how do you do this? That's what strategies are. Imagine that you are in a race and there is a car. They give you a race car. They're gonna give you strategies. They're gonna tell you, oh, this how you have to stay in this lane. You know, you have to stop at this pit to change your tires. That's strategies. Then you come up with strategies to make sure that you win the race. But however, you keep your eyes on the finish line. So those are our goals, is to have a clear vision. We keep our eyes on the finish line. And then we have good governance. Like the collaboration we have with your school now is good governance. We are in collaboration with your school to bring about this Black History events. That's some of where transparent, integrity, things like that. That's what good governance means. So if governance is a big word for you, I'm just trying to break it down. And then also to bring value to the communities that we serve. Hopefully from today, you guys will gain knowledge about the importance of Black History Month celebration. And these are 4 programs. Like I said, we have the food security and economic programs just to feed people, the hungry. We focused on those who are hungry, the poor communities that are, hunger, food challenged, and things like that. And then the education, training, and leadership development program. This is what we're doing today. The Health for Prosperity program, focusing on health and wellness. And of course, community engagement, which is just part of what we're also doing here today, and a social responsibility and justice program. So just a little bit about NAPAC Foundation. If you want to find out more information, please go to our website, www.napacfdn.org. And now I'm going to hand it over to the chair of our foundation, Dr. Coco.
Thank you, Mrs. Omilano. Lesson in life, you have to keep your accountant or anyone that holds your money very close to you. Okay, that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is if you guys have all your laptops, because I don't know if you were told that you were going to be taking a test in history right about now. So when you guys are ready, I'm going to flip it and then we can begin. Yes. See, that's how you know the good student. I was just testing you guys. This is not a class, this is not a test, but it is really a history lesson about Black history. But before I get started, I'd like to warm you guys up by first saying thank you for being here, and a round of applause for your school. A round of applause for your school for letting us come in and be a part of this to celebrate with you guys. A round of applause for your student leaders for organizing this and coordinating this, and a round of applause for yourselves as well. So, today we're going to be doing a quick lesson in Black history. Most of you already know this is Black History Month, so I'm not going to bore you with that. But what I'm going to be sharing today is what is the history behind this celebration. A lot of people know, we have Hispanic Latino Month, we have, Black History Month, we celebrate Juneteenth, we celebrate all kinds of months, but most of us don't really understand the history behind that celebration, which is what I'm going to try to do in 10 to 15 minutes. But we will be asking questions because this is actually school, right? And we are taking up 2 periods, so we want to make sure that you learn something within those periods, which means as part of the curriculum, we're going to be testing you guys as well. This is not a pass. This is a test everybody's going to pass, but some kids will be able to get gifts if you get some of the questions right. So pay attention is what I'm trying to say. So today we're going to be talking about what Black History Month is. Why is Black History Month so important? We're going to be talking about the man known as the father of Black history and why we celebrate Black History Month in the month of February. Then we're going to talk about the roles of some of these historic figures. Frederick Douglass, some of you know, Abraham Lincoln, Gerald Ford, and a little bit about President Ronald Reagan is also part of that story. And then we'll talk about the point of Black history and the influence of some Black leaders in the community. And then we'll share some inventions, some fun inventions that are out there today that were invented by some Black people back in the days. It's good for you to fun facts. And then we're going to do the Q&A. And that will be managed by your able team over there, and they will be giving out a lot of gifts. So we have gift cards to fun places where you can eat. We have t-shirts, and then you will also have an opportunity for the Flex Your Black History knowledge to win an iPad and $200 gift card and all that. So pay attention. So we have started, so class has officially started. We're gonna go very fast, so take notes. Just to help you out, I might emphasize some things to kind of give you like a cheat sheet to what the questions might be, so pay attention. All right, so why is Black History Month so important? Black History Month is celebrated in February, like Mr. Singh said, because of we want to celebrate the past and present achievements of African Americans, some of which you may not know, which is why we want to bring that to your attention. It's also to celebrate not just, we know a lot of African Americans for things like movies, sports, a little bit maybe in the entertainment, but there's a lot of inventors, a lot of people in medicine, and a lot of people in other areas that we would like to highlight during this Black History Month, so you become aware. So in other words, I'd like to borrow the words of President Ronald Reagan, 40th US President, and in his words he said, Black History Month is about making everyone, including you guys, aware of the struggle for freedom and equal opportunity. So this is an awareness class and a history class at the same time. But that history wouldn't be complete unless we talk about the father of Black history, the man that made it all happen, the power of one. You guys may one day have an idea that you're going to put out there that is going to eventually become part of history. It's very important to know that one person can make a change. And this person is Dr. Carter, his name is Dr. Carter Godwin Woodson. Has anybody ever heard that name, Dr. Woodson? Good. What do you know about him? You've heard his name before, so good. Anybody else? Okay, I see hands. All right, great. By the time we're done today, hopefully you guys will know a little bit more about Dr. Woodson. So Dr. Woodson is known as the father of Black history, and I'll tell you why in the next few slides. His story will explain a little bit more what we're celebrating and why it's important for us to understand. So Dr. Woodson was born in 1875 in Virginia to parents that were former slaves. So they were slaves in their early lives, and they were freed later on in life. But the parents, even though they were free, they still struggled because back then it's very difficult to make ends meet for people of color. And so because of that, it becomes a whole family affair to put food on the table to support the family. So at early life, young Carter had to work on the farm. He worked on farms to help his parents to make ends meet. And because of that, he had to self-educate himself. He was a driven young man that wanted to make change and knew that the road to change passes through education. So don't take your education for granted. It's because of people like you, leaders like you in the future, that America will become even a much greater country with all of the input that you're going to be bringing. Just like young Carter. But young Carter didn't have the opportunities that you have or that I had because he had to work. And I would say, in my opinion, maybe around elementary school to middle school, he had to support his parents working in the farm. But he did go to school, even though he was self-taught in a lot of things. He did attend school, but he was only able to attend school while working on days when it was raining. He only attended school on rainy days. And why is that? It's the flip side that we have right now, right? When it rains or it snows, we have snow days, no school day, yay. But for him, it's the opposite. The young man in the steam shirt. Okay, good idea. Anybody else? Got any questions? Wow, all the hands are from that class. What class is that? Whose class is that? Oh, Mr. Singh. Okay. One more from that side. The young man in front. Yes, you. Very good. You? Good. One more, not from this side, from this side, yes. Great, then one more. Way out in the back in the hat. Is that a hat or? Oh yeah, with the black wristwatch way in the back. Yes, you. Okay, I didn't hear that.
Segregation, he said? He said segregation.
Okay, he said segregation. So it's a little bit of all that you guys have said, but really the answer is in between all of that. He could only go to school because when it really rains and pours, that's the only time the farm where he worked is closed. So rather than go home and have a rainy day and play Super Nintendo, I don't know if they have it back there, whatever they played back then, he used that opportunity to go to school and attend formal education. So he was able to combine that self-education and a few days of school together to get himself to a point where he is at middle school level, and he was able to finally get to high school. And by the time he actually got to maybe in his early teens, he was also working in Virginia mines, which is like about the age that you guys are at that time, to also continue to support his family. So he continuously worked all his life and schooled all his life. So he got into high school at the age of 20. He got into high school at 20. Most of you will be going into high school at about, what, 14, 15. So he was a grown man, but that didn't bother him. He still went to school anyway because he needed to get the education. And by the time he was done with middle school, he was old enough to work, so he also served for a little bit as a principal of his middle school. And then he went back to college to get a bachelor's degree in literature from Berea College, finished that, went overseas to serve, and then he was a school superintendent in the Philippines, came back to the United States, got his postgraduate degree in literature and history, and then went on to complete a PhD in the prestigious Harvard University, being only the second person in history to do that. Who was the first person? Yes. Martin Luther King, close but not too close. The answer is on the board. Yes. W.E.B. Du Bois was the first black man to attend Harvard University College. A round of applause for him because he just won himself a gift card to, where is that? Chick-fil-A gift card. Congratulations. Okay, moving right along. We gotta move quick, so pay attention. We're gonna be throwing questions out there, you can win along. Okay, so he finished his, got his PhD, and then his PhD was in history, so you gotta pay attention here too. And this is part of how this all came about. While he was doing his research for African American history, he came across a lot of information that were not known about a lot of black people that invented a lot of things and a lot of black people that did a lot of things that were never reported at the time. And he felt, people need to know this. And because he was a one person, he figured, how do I get my voice out there to let other people know about the accomplishments of some of these black people that were never told? So he decided, why don't I put it in writing? And so he started a journal of Negro history in 1915. And he did that for a while. The journal started to gather steam, it became popular, and a lot of people started getting informed, but then he thought, inclusion. Not everybody can read at the time. So how do I bring the community in so they can understand the invention and accomplishment of some of these African Americans? So he decided to, establish the Negro History Week as a whole week for when we celebrate and share the accomplishment of African Americans in the United States. That was done in 1926. Okay, so that's the background. So why did he choose the month of February? I'm going to take no. Nobody from this side going. Okay, I will go with the man in the hat. Yes, you. Hold on. Yeah. Hurry up, I have my tick-tock, time's going. Is that it? Because of History Week? Okay, it is in February, you are good, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. I'll take the man in green.
Okay, so it works. I think it's in February because I believe February was the month that Abraham Lincoln released all the slaves.
All right. Good. A round of applause for him. I will take one more and I'm going to move on because this is exciting stuff right there. I called you before, didn't I? No. Okay, the man in the fro, in the black shirt. Yes, you, yes, in the black shirt.
What is it called? Because February was the shortest week.
February is choice week. Okay, I'm going to answer the question and I'm going to tell you. So, the whole point here, and this is where the rubber meets the road, is he chose the month of February. You would have thought, why choose the month of February? It's just 29 or 28 days, 29 on a leap year, right? But the thing is, you would have said, oh, why don't you choose a month with 31 days, like December? Or why didn't he choose his birth month, or his mother's birth month, or his kid's birth month, or his friend's birth month, W.E.B. Du Bois? But he didn't. He chose February because it was the birth month for Abraham Lincoln and another great person in history, Frederick Douglass. And that's important, and I'll get to that later. So we went from Negro History Week in 1926 to Black History Week in the 70s, right? So we transitioned from the Negro History Week, the name was changed to Black History Week, and then in 1976, the bicentennial anniversary of the United States. What is the meaning of bicentennial? The man in the boomer shirt. It means
200 years.
a round of applause for him. I think that man deserves a Chick-fil-A. Oh, he gets a t-shirt? Okay. All right. Okay, so yes, that was the 200th birthday anniversary of the United States, and in commemoration of that 200-year birthday anniversary, President Gerald Ford declared Black History Week to be Black History Month. And since then, these countries, Canada, Ireland, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom, has been celebrating Black History Month. So what's the point of me sharing that story? And this is why we're here today, it's part of history. I'm going to talk about it, and then we'll take more questions at the end, because I know you guys want to win prizes. So, the whole point of the story is that Dr. Woodson was intentional, right? We know he was intentional to go to school. We know he was intentional in starting the Negro Journal. We know he was intentional in starting Negro History Week. But he was also intentional in choosing the two people he chose here, Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Why? Because he wanted inclusion. He could have chosen all Black people. He could have chosen his family's birthday, like I said, but he chose the birthday of a Black man that was a former slave and an abolitionist. What's the meaning of abolitionist? Adidas.
A guy who wants evolution.
Okay, good idea. You want to answer that?
Someone who wants to abolish slavery.
All right, a round of applause for him too. Okay, so he was an abolitionist, and like he said, he chose a person as an abolitionist and the former president of the United States, Abe Lincoln, their birthdays as the month. One was born in February 12th, and the other one was born in February 14th. And so usually it was the Black History Week used to be that week of Valentine's Day, but now we celebrate it all month long. So what's the essence? The essence and the point of this is that we celebrate our unity, we celebrate our diversity, and we celebrate inclusivity during Black History Month. That is the point. So if you take nothing home, let's think about the intentionality behind Dr. Woodson's establishment of this by choosing a Black man and a white man to do that. Okay, so here are a few fun facts. A lot of Black people have excelled in various fields. A lot of these guys you already know. Simone Biles, Venus Williams, and Tiger Woods. And there's a lot of inventions also by Black people. Some of these rap music, potato chips, X-ray spectrometer, blood bank, and the gas mask. Some of those that you guys would like to see. And some fun ways to celebrate Black History Month. You know what? I think I might have time to actually let somebody that you may know actually talk about Black History Month the way you'll understand it better. Let me see if this works.
Sorry, we're having some people.
See the street sweeper cleaning up the hood, bro. Gardeners working hard at the mailbox, all more cutting yard edge, cut top knots. Light bulb spilling me, I'm in voice dry clean, potato chips, peanut butter, tricycle, y'all see gas, street sweeper, pacemaker, that's right. Pull more mailbox, even that traffic light rolling down MLK late night. See the color change, slow down, no sight. If you see a yellow when you looking, you ain't right. I was red, green, and gold on that black traffic light. Black made that, all that, 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 hey, how much better saying make that light bulb cool. Do what's better, make the light improve. If you ever feel you can't shine in class, look up at the light, say black made that, cause you a spark plug to the side. You need an X-ray to see broken arms. Things food travels across those states. Bridges and truck keep bumping.
Okay. So you all get the point. You guys can look up that video at home and watch a little bit more of that. So I'm gonna pass the mic now to your team to take some questions. I'm gonna pass it to your leadership. A round of applause for them, please.
Testing, testing, testing. Guys, so if you want to win something, we're doing it based on which section is the loudest. So get loud after she asks you the question. So question one.
Okay, question one. What is another name for Dr. Carter Woodson?
Who's the loudest? I can hear a little bit more coming from the side. Anyone know the answer? Oh, you in the back. You in the back. I saw your hand go up first. Father of Black American history?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, next question.
Okay, which American president gave Black History Month is official recognition?
Who's the loudest? Anyone know the answer? Oh, you look a little bit eager, sir. You wouldn't like calling him before. He doesn't know what the question is. What's the answer? George Ford. George Ford?
Say that again.
George Ford?
Yes.
You got a t-shirt.
Gerald Ford.
Next question. Next question.
Why was Black History Month changed from a week to a month?
A week. Oh, I don't got that right. Which side's the loudest? Which side's the loudest? This side seems to be the loud. You know the answer? Oh, she's too busy laughing. Anyone else want to take the chance? Oh, sorry. Hey, do you know that?
It's the 200-year, like the bicentennial.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, next question.
Name one other country that celebrates Black History Month.
Canada. Canada is not a correct answer.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Next question.
What two jobs did Carter Woodson Jr. have?
A miner and a farmer?
Yes.
You get it. The blonde girl in the back gets a t-shirt template. Oh, guys, we either have the choice to double or nothing, which means y'all gotta get hype right now, and we're gonna have about you select people to have a dance off right here, right now, and win the whole pot. You get 2 gift cards and a t-shirt to the guy, and 2 t-shirts and a gift card to the girl. Y'all wanna do that, or do you wanna? Anyone wanna do that? Stand up if you wanna dance. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. You. No, never mind. We need, okay, let's just do 2. Come up, we have a minute left. Hurry up. Come up. Hey, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all start. Hey, who's going? Ready? What's your name? We have Jaden and we have Raker. Okay, they're gonna face off right now. No sport like face under applause. All ready? No, Yusuf! No, get hype! Get hype! Get hype! Get on your feet! Get hype! Hype! This time I'm so Step up! Step up! You have 2 winners, step up! Table right here. We're gonna give you 2 Chick-fil-A gift cards and 2 t-shirts.